It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, February 20th, 2019. It's 7 a.m.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Doug's excited.
Oh, man. Am I fired up?
How's Scooter today?
I'm great. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I'm a little foggy.
What?
Yeah,
What are you talking
a
about?
little bit of fog.
You ought to try driving from Cherokee to Mountain Home
I
this
was
morning.
wondering about you doing that.
Fog was ridiculous.
Yeah, I bet it was. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Doug Driesel today and Scooter Callis, and hope everybody is doing very well. Hump Day.
Hump Day it is.
Yeah,
It is.
Wednesday.
I didn't
Where's
even
the
think
camel?
about that.
Yeah, where's the camel?
Where's Camel?
Light one up. Hey, we hope your day's off to a great start. And I start my day. I'm on my second cup already of coffee, Brood Awakening. You know, yesterday I was running a little bit behind, but now I've already got my...
I'm on my first cup.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The tanker truck
Yeah,
here.
it's my tanker truck cup right here.
Brood Awakening Coffee. As Jared Jacklin say in the introductions, 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, 62 East Plaza, and Balmer Boulevard, which is coming up on 702. It's going to be busy.
All the kids will be lined up on their way
for
to
their
school. And then the
espressos or lattes.
teachers are lining up behind you so they can keep up with the kids. So that's how it works.
Check them out. Brood Awakening Coffee. Best coffee in town.
Brood Awakening.
Brood Awakening.
See, I missed the B.
Brood Awakening.
I thought, okay, all right. That's
Brood Awakening.
Now I get it. Okay.
It is the best coffee in town, Doug.
Is that not the coffee you've had
For years.
Yeah, forever?
Yeah, I mean, Mike they've sponsored the show even back in the radio days.
Oh,
you know.
yeah. I've had that coffee many times. It is good.
Yeah. You still got reactions from it, too, don't you?
Yeah. I actually have hives breaking out all over my body. No, it's wonderful.
But like I said, I've heard rumors about that coffee. Check them out. Yeah, I was down there yesterday picking up another bag of coffee, and the menu board, the flavor menus, is just unreal. I mean, it's like a 7-foot sign of everything you can get. Mochas, lattes, espressos, you name it, they've got it. Check out their flavor board. Brood Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Anyway, morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home. Very professional, very caring, very helpful. Talk to Charlotte, Bruce, Chris, Brad, anybody who will help you out. Now's the time to pre-plan. 2 situations, a long anticipated passing of a loved one after an illness like I just went through in November, or an emergency situation. Either way, check it out. Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home. Across the state, 29 to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. That gives us 30 right here in the area. And so, Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, it seems like the goofier the idea, the more people go along with things, like to sell Montana to Canada to lower the national debt, or to stop cattle from passing gas to slow the so-called climate change or global warming or whatever they call it this week. Lord, basically we've disallowed prayer and Bible basics in our school. We told Jesus, you're not welcome anymore. So by not seeking the wisdom of God, our common sense has gone away. The once respected police officer was obeyed, now targets of attacks. But who comes running when we need protection? Yep, a police officer. Lord, my prayer today is just time we go back to basic scripture obedience. It's time we invited God back into our country. I pray we do. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. And now, brace yourself, the trumpet.
Dun, dun, dun.
That hurts.
That was terrible this morning. Scratch your throat.
That was...
you heard that?
That was...
Isn't it kind of like backward
of
masking
all,
on adult
of all things, that was.
I will agree with you.
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
That's where I'm having breakfast.
Well, then I will too.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Why don't we just go now?
We'll see y'all later. It's been real.
We take your camera.
Been a great show.
Go ahead and just carry on.
Man, I've had a great time. I'm glad I
close
drove
it out.
over. Yeah. We'll see y'all. We're going to morning.
Old Time Restaurant, Monday through Friday. Great lunch, great breakfast. Breakfast on Saturday morning. Every Saturday I'm down there. Oh, gosh, it's so good.
And for breakfast, we've got the breakfast burritos. Those big, fat, juicy, everything in them. breakfast burritos. She does a great job with that. Comes with hash browns for $5.88. Can't beat it. And for lunch, you got a choice of ham and beans or liver and onions. Both come with 2 sides. Roller cornbread, only $6.88. It's worth it.
Yeah, you bet.
Go in there, give Amanda a hard time. Tell him Dale told him to.
Uh-oh. Here we go. All right, Old Time Restaurant on the Square at Mountain Home.
Tell him Dale told you about the secret discount.
Oh, yeah.
The secret discount. With the high sign, yeah.
Yeah, do that and mention Dale and you'll get an aggravation charge, I'll guarantee it.
It's 20% upcharge, yeah.
Aggravation fee, they call it.
Old Time Restaurant, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. They bring you the morning weather each and every day. Right now in Mountain Home, we're looking at 35 degrees. Harrison's at 32, 37 at Hardy, 39 in Mountain View, Arkansas, 36 at Yellville, Marshall, Arkansas at 39, Calico Rock at 35. Around the region, St. Louis at 33, Poplar Bluff at 39, 32 at Branson, 34 at West Plains, and it's warmed up for my 2 boys up there working today in Watford City, North Dakota. It's 3 degrees.
There you go.
Your boys are up in
North Dakota.
North
2
Dakota.
Of them, yeah.
Yeah.
The other day, this popped up at minus 40.
Yeah.
Minus 40.
I mean, I hear about all the people going up there, with the oil boom and making some money, but you know what? Years ago,
40?
True fact, I lived in Calgary, Alberta for about a year.
Was it cold?
It wasn't that cold, which is amazing because at least you had like breaks in the cold. They had a thing called the Chinook, which would come down over the mountains, and it was like a blow dryer. It would melt all the snow and everything, and so you had breaks in it. But in North Dakota is just bad cold.
That's just cold.
Just cold. That's
it's
it.
Cold.
Yeah, There's no break in it. There's no nothing. It's just bad cold. Yeah.
National Radar shows all of our rain blessing Tennessee right now, from Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, parts of Indiana, Ohio, over into Virginia, West Virginia, moving up into the northeast part of the country. As you can see it moving there. See that T, kind of a
tired of the rain. That T is for tired of the rain.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shower activity back into the Dakotas, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. You can see it on the map. A little bit still hovering down here in southern Arkansas. We'll hit that Little Rock stop real quick. A little bit south of Little Rock, and not really affecting any major highway right now. Maybe a little bit on Highway 167 as it cuts south, but most of us moved over into Mississippi. 62 412 east and west is clear. 65 north south Little Rock Branson. 67 167 Branson or Poplar Bluff Batesville. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in good shape. And then this little blob right in here just between Hot Springs and Pine Bluff, south of Little Rock. Just a little bit going on there. Check out the state of Missouri real quick. We'll hit the St. Louis stop. I said we'll hit the St. Louis stop. There we go. I don't know what that, ever so often that pops up.
That kind of looks like...
is that a fog? Maybe fog.
Yeah, maybe so.
Fog picking up on the radar. Columbia, I-70 to St. Louis. Possibly foggy conditions there. St. Louis east on 70 Vandalia, Effingham. I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon in good shape. See Interstate 55, Sykeston, Cape Girardeau coming into St. Louis, and I-44 Rollo, St. Louis in pretty good shape right there. Beware of some fog if you're out traveling.
No.
I woke up this morning, took the little dog out at 5:30. Doug's driving in fog.
Last night I drove off of Brock Mountain, which is over between Heber Springs and Batesville.
Oh my!
Coming back from the recording studio, literally it was pea fog. It was the kind that I've literally and I've been on this planet 57 years now. I've never seen this thick of fog. I literally couldn't go more than 5 miles an hour.
As you come down the valley, you kind of...
Yeah, by the time we got down to the valley, it was okay. But it had raised up, I guess, off the White River. And it just, I mean, it was just absolutely, you could not see. And I know how big that hill is, and it's like...
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, so anyway.
Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield, I-44, Lebanon in good shape, I-70, Kansas City to Columbia. Looks like it's in pretty good shape right now in Missouri. Any warnings out there we have? I'm going to refresh this. I'm not buying this stuff.
No, that looks a little...
That's a little better, yeah. They're still calling for a winter weather advisory north of I-44 in Missouri. And then we've got the storm warnings in Iowa. And anyway, in Arkansas, not much going on. Just be careful with the high water. There could be the state highway, especially east of here, that have a little water over them. Forecast for today, patchy fog, mostly sunny, high of 49. Low tonight, 31, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, high of 50.
Woo!
I'll take that.
Get out the bikini.
There you go.
Man.
Wow. Thursday night, 30% chance of showers. Then going into Friday, 40% chance of showers, a high of 48. Friday night, 70% chance of showers with a low of 45.
Yeah.
I'll take a low of 45 instead of the high of 45. Saturday, 90% chance of thunderstorms and wind, high of 65 degrees. It'll lower it down to 33 on Saturday night, and sunny on Sunday with a high of 53 degrees.
Not bad.
That's a pretty good. Maybe,
not bad.
You know,
considering what it's been, that's not. Yeah, we'll go with that.
You
53.
bet.
We'll take it.
I'll take it.
Of course, darn global warming.
yeah. Arkansas, Missouri. The drought monitors will be updated again tomorrow, but there's nothing really to update. We've had so much rain. I drive Arkansas. I'm going to refresh this to see if anything's changed. We still have it when you're on I Drive Arkansas. The blue circle X indicates high water conditions. We'll put the road conditions out here for you. Everything's good in Arkansas except we see a circle X in blue. Let's go over here to Jonesboro area. This hasn't been updated in a while. Craighead County, high water, both lanes as of, see, that was February 11th, so I'm going to just...
That is not today.
That's your highway department at work. Yep. Let's move on to Missouri, shall we?
This is Arkansas Highway Department. Yeah, the road was closed a couple weeks ago.
9 days ago. There you go. Okay, the purple indicates covered with snow and ice. You need to be careful. Kansas City north and northern part of Missouri. The blue, partly covered. The light blue areas are partly clear areas. So you see I-44 right here, Lebanon going into St. Louis. Just be careful out there today. So anyway, what do you think?
I think that winter is, the groundhog gave us no more winter. The groundhog is a liar.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know about him.
Going after that little rascal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. I've always wondered about that groundhog thing. We know it's a fun thing.
Yeah.
But did you see all those crazy people at I watched it this year. They had them on there. Literally, there's thousands and thousands of people standing out in the freezing cold to watch this groundhog pick one of the two squirrels laying out there.
Yeah.
And the groundhog is looking at it like, he's like not doing anything, he's not moving. Oh, we're gonna pick this squirrel.
There you go.
And so yeah. I don't believe in the groundhog theory, but I do believe that it's
fun though.
Yeah, it is fun. It is hilarious.
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday morning until 11. Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. You got anything, Scooter? I got 3 things.
The high school wrestling team leaves out tomorrow for their high school state wrestling championships. So if you know any high school wrestlers, wish them good luck. They leave out on Thursday. They're going to train down there on Thursday night, and then they will start wrestling all day Friday and all day Saturday. So this is state.
Long weekend.
This is the big one. So.
There'll be a spaghetti dinner fundraiser on Monday, March 4th from 5:30 to 7:30. This is a drop-in. This is to raise money for the Mountain Christian Academy Junior High to travel to Kentucky to see the Ark Encounter. The trip will reinforce the knowledge that science may change, but God's Word remains the truth. Donations are welcome at Mountain Home Bible Church, where the event will be held. You come in at 5:30, enjoy spaghetti dinner, and donate well so they can raise some money here, help the kids for the Mountain Christian Academy. Go to Kentucky.
A great cause.
Oh, yeah, it really is. Yeah. And the kids will be here doing morning prayer tomorrow.
All right.
About
Very
once
cool.
or twice a week now. Yeah. People's Choice Just Desserts at Van Mater Senior Center is Friday, March 15th, 2019 from 4:30 to 6:30 at 1101 Spring Street in Mountain Home. You can call 424-3054. Open to the public and bring your friends. Vote for the People's Choice Award winner. Sample everything. Choose your 2 favorite desserts to eat in or take home from your purchase ticket. Attendees also get to vote on which vendor's signature dessert they select for People's Choice Award. $10 per person. Now, this is a fundraiser for the Van Mater Senior Center's activities. And so come on out on the 15th of March and enjoy just dessert.
This is a non-keto event. Mm-hmm. Yeah, non-keto.
Mountain Home High School French Club have a chili supper this Friday, the 22nd. At Century 21 Lee Mack Real Estate's office. Come enjoy chili, dessert, bottle of water to raise money for the Mountain Home High School French Club to go to Quebec in 2020.
Oh.
Yeah, his daughter went.
Really?
Yeah, she went last year. Had a good time. It was well worth it. She'll remember that forever.
Affordable Housing brings a community calendar each and every day, 870-741-2883. Our guest today, Mr. Doug Driesel, one of my best friends in the world.
Hello, how are you?
Doing
Young
good.
Dale.
Hey, how you
Young
been?
Dale.
Hey,
Good to
right.
see you.
More with Doug and Dale and Scooter right after the break.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At Bacco Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact Bacco Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
$7.18. My good friend Doug Driesel's here.
Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm so darned excited. So darned excited.
Boy, it's been a while.
It has, man.
It's been a long time.
We were talking on the break about Dale and I filmed. I used to have a show on KOZL, and I moved it over to me and Dale for a while, and we were doing a political talk show on KOZL, and I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean,
that's Springfield 27.
Yeah, 27. Yeah, 27. They used to be Fox, and then I think they got into a Freakus.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so now they're just KOZL.
Yeah.
But that was a fun deal. I actually had a show on that station of some kind or another for 3 years at that time slot. It was
come over to XL7.
Well, I'd love to come over to XL7. You know, I mean, what we ought to do is actually put together a political talk show here. And just go insane.
Think we could rile people up?
Oh, I think so, man. I mean, I've got my morning show. I want to plug something.
Plug the morning show.
All right, so I'm on the little phone, okay, on Facebook every morning at 8 a.m. Matter of fact, I usually go on at about 3 or 4 till 8. I'm known for that. 7:57, whatever. And so I've got a show on my station, And it's just on Doug Driesel, or you can get it on Spring River Scene, or you can get it on Doug DeForest Music Page, which is the name I record under. But it's a morning show every morning, and now we don't do politics on there. I refuse to. Because
so basically music and promo.
No, we don't even really do much music. We just get on and talk about coffee. We pray for people if they're sick. We offer prayers. You know, you got that little icon with the little heart, and so we fill a screen with hearts when somebody's sick.
Fun,
you know, it's just everybody supporting each other.
It's a feel good show.
Yeah, exactly. We spend about 15-20 minutes just supporting each other, and there's actually during the day several hundred views comes on there. So, you know, I mean, I keep doing it. I've been doing it for 3 years.
Good.
I've got a little stand I set over there, because I'll probably put the phone up here today, because I want them, you know, I don't want to drag this. But there I go, knocking things over.
Join the club.
But see, I'll put that up there, so, you know.
Let's talk about your music for a while.
Well, okay, let's do. I like talking about it.
You said you were Batesville last night at the studio. You recording you or somebody else?
No, I was working on a album. It's funny, this album's coming out next year, and it's actually a gospel album, which I mostly do secular stuff, but you know, I'm a God-fearing man, and I'm enjoying working on this gospel album by this writer who's actually kind of coming into her own at middle age. And what do they call 60 middle age? I mean, because that'd be 120.
Yeah, I sure to say if 60's middle age, I'm in good shape. Yeah. I'm right there,
but,
dude.
You know, but they do call it that. 60's the new 40, whatever. You know. But anyway, my friend Judy Frazier wrote all these songs, and we're picking different artists to do these songs, and I'm singing on 4 of the tracks. And she and I co-wrote these songs. So, yeah, I'm going to be involved in a gospel project this year, which is kind of cool. There's going to be several different acts on there. There's a group from Missouri and Arkansas. They straddle the line, called New Heart Quartet. They're doing one of the songs. And a young man, Butch. Gosh, if Butch is watching, I'm sorry, Butch. Forgot your last name. But great. He's got a band called Highway 36, which is a great bluegrass band. They've won Spigma Awards, if you know what Spigma is in Nashville. And anyway, they've won all kinds of awards, and he's going to be singing a few songs. So yeah, it's a cool little project we're working on.
Let's see, you still got your record label?
No, actually, I did a record for Sony 2 records ago, and then I was
Sony's the old Columbia Records.
Yeah. We did that record was released by Sony Music, and you know, distributed all over the world. And it was well received critically. You know, it did what I wanted it to do. At my age, you know, at that time I was like 55. Okay, it's 2 years ago. And when Sony offered to distribute my record, I thought, wow, you know, at 55, that is a cool thing. You know, and I kind of did it just kind of to be positive and show people, look, you know, your life's not over when you hit 50. You know, I mean, matter of fact, it's just beginning.
Just getting good.
A lot of kids out there think, boy, by the time I hit 50, it'll be terrible. I remember when I was young, I thought, you know, 50 years old.
Well, look at McCartney and the Stones.
Yeah.
They're out there, they're rocking it all the time.
McCartney is a pawpaw. I mean, he's a
great grandfather by now.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
What's he, 70? What's his? He'll be 78 years old this year?
And McCartney is still rocking it. Ringo Starr.
79 years old.
I mean, come on.
He's almost 80.
His tour is packing it out. I mean, the Stones, I mean, I don't know.
Look at Charlie Watts.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I don't know how old.
Did you ever work with the Stones?
No, I never did. I actually stood in a room where Mick Jagger walked through one time.
Wow.
That? Yeah. It was like, you know, oh, there's Mick Jagger. Okay, that's it. He's gone. You know, but no, I never did work with the Stones.
But think about the people we've lost. We've lost Tom Petty. We've lost Roy Orbison. We lost Johnny Cash and Chet Atkins, George Harrison, John Lennon, Jim Reeves. You know, I'm going back and forth between country and rock. Just think of these talented people we've lost.
It's really a unique world right now in that we lose a person like Tom Petty, but in this world that we live in, I mean, his family has to miss him worse than we do, because everything is so media driven right now that those people live on. Prince, they live on long after their bodies leave this earth, you know, and their souls.
Shannon, remember Del Shannon?
Yeah, exactly.
The story behind, you know, remember the Traveling Wilburys?
Sure.
Well, I posted on Facebook the other day. You know, I bought the 30th. One of the anniversary sets. It's a 3-album set. It's got, the funny thing is, the Traveling Wilburys came out with Volume 1 and Volume 3.
But never Volume 2.
You know why?
No.
Because George Harrison says the whole world will be tripping over themselves trying to find Volume 2. It was a gag.
Oh, wow.
It was a gag, is what it was. He says, we'll name it Volume 3 because everybody be trying to find number 2.
Well, it's like the first Star Wars, the first movie was number 3. You know, and then they had to go back and do 1 and 2. You know, and I mean, it's like, I don't know.
But what they did is when the Traveling Wilburys were up and running, that's when Del Shannon had passed. Mm-hmm. And to help out the family, they recorded Runaway.
Right.
Because they know they're going to sell at least 1 million copies.
Right.
Think of the royalty check.
Yeah. And so they put it on there. And
they put it on there and paid the royalty.
And then the record company ripped him off, and the rest is history. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that, but I know how record companies are. Believe me, I've dealt with them.
I've got the original Del Shannon Runaway album on Big Top Records.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, was Big Top, who were they distributed by? Because they had to be picked up by somebody in that day and age.
Probably Empire, which is a division of ABC or Paramount in those days.
Okay.
But I'd have to reread that label. In fact,
because a lot of people don't understand how that works. I mean, like my record was released.
Do you know who? Word Records, the gospel label, had been for a while distributing Atlantic and Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Which George Harrison's Dark Horse falls under Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And so does Sinatra with Reprise Records at that time.
I was recording for a Slash label under the Sony, thing. So I mean, it's. And my brain, somebody'd say, "What's the name of that label?" I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can remember the Sony,
but in the day when you had Capitol Records, RCA Victor, and Columbia, Mercury was number 4, but still they were big enough to handle their own distribution.
But Sony BMG is handling tons of stuff now.
Oh yeah, you get the BMG group is the old RCA Victor, and Sony's the old Columbia, and then they've all combined.
Yeah, yes, and it's absolutely amazing because people say, "Oh wow, you had a record deal." Well, you're going to be distributed by somebody.
It's not like when you went into RCA and said, "Okay, we're going to sign you for 5 albums over 3 years,
and we're going to give you $500,000."
Yeah.
And those days
the money comes in from the songwriting.
Yeah,
now.
Actually it does, and songwriting is really my focus. I mean, all this other stuff is it's fun to record records, and it's fun to do tracks. Now I haven't done this. This is the longest drought I've went in probably, I'm going to guess, in the last 20 years in not recording anything. Right now I'm just concentrating. I guess yesterday was the first time that I stepped into a studio to put something out that I know is going to be released
really
this year. Yeah, I've had the restaurant. I've had all kinds of media stuff that I'm doing, and the restaurant I'm supporting is my son's, Max Bistro. That's right, Max Bistro.
We need him to be on TV.
Well, yeah, and I have to mention it because I mean, Daddy helps support the place, and I'm telling you what, Max Bistro is the best food out there. And
I need to run over there.
Oh, it's wonderful. You need to come over and eat.
Come over.
Matter of fact, I will buy you dinner if you come over.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a drive for you. It's $10, $15 in gas in a van. I mean,
yeah, it ain't gonna be nothing.
And I'll buy you a porterhouse steak. I'm talking about porterhouse. He's got a pork chop, Dale. He's got a pork chop. Max Bistro, 257-3777. He's got a pork chop, seriously, that's that thick, and it's one of those pork chops. I'm not a chef, so I got it has that bone that comes out like that, and we're not talking about breakfast chops. We're talking about
real pork chops.
Oh, I've never seen anything like it. And he has this sauce that he puts on it. I would almost say that the pork chop is better than the ribeye, and it's hard to say that. Because you think pork chop, how can they be better than
the other white meat?
Oh, yeah, the other white meat. So anyway, but yeah, so I've been in one of my longest droughts of recording. I've been doing a lot of pitching at TV and movies, and got a couple of near misses this year. Even got, a lot of people don't understand the business. I got contracts in, signed the W-9s, everything about it ready to go on like 3 commercials this year, and all of them got to the last 2, and I lost every one of them. Now, how about that? How about that for a record, folks? So you work and you work and you work in the songwriting business, but songwriting is the key to the whole thing.
Write a good song and get it produced. 7:29. My guest today, Doug Driesel, been a good friend for many years. Going to be right back after the break.
Would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need It's almost 7:32. Continue our discussion with Doug Driesel and
I
Arkansas.
Look over here. You have your monitor right over here.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. That way you can kind of see what's going on. Because I was doing the show with you, and I don't know which camera one, camera two. I don't.
It don't matter. We just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't know.
Yeah. He flips it around.
You bet. Arkansas Country Music Association Awards.
Yeah, that's a new cool thing. Last year, again. This is my record, okay? I had 4 nominations last year of Best Video, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Songwriter of the Year. Lost all 4. But it was cool being nominated. It was the first inaugural awards, Arkansas Country Music Association. Great deal. And the nominations came out for this year, and I'm proud to say that I'm nominated for Songwriter of the Year again. Let's hope, and Bass Player of the Year, which is kind of cool because that's my stock and trade is bass. You know, I mean, it's been my stock and trade.
Well, you're pretty good on keyboard too, though.
Well, I play piano, but I'm pretty much the bass has made me a lot of my living. So,
really?
Yeah. It's I do play piano, and as I get older, I play more piano, and that's the shocking thing is that it becomes more of what I do. So anyway, Arkansas Country Music Awards are on June the 3rd at Maumelle High School in Maumelle.
Really?
Surprising, Maumelle High School is in Maumelle, but
just outside of Little Rock.
Yeah, and
Maumelle is a soft term for.
Last year, Colin Ray hosted it, and
really?
Tanya Tucker was there, and this year the legends that are being nominated this year, the Lifetime Achievement, whatever you want to call it, Conway Twitty, the Wilburn Brothers from Hardy.
Yep. They recorded for Vocalion Records.
Yeah, Vocalion. Yeah. See, you know this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like,
That was a sideline.
Folks, do you know how cool this is, Vocalion? He knows Vocalion. I mean, you probably know Vaden Records, too. You remember Vaden?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, from over around Truman.
Yeah. Concord Records, Concord, Arkansas.
Yeah. That, of course, was John Rainey's grandpa, Wayne Rainey.
Yep.
And he had Concord Records, and which is where I was recording that. What a segue.
Really?
That's where I was at Rainey Recording Studio recording this gospel project.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Wayne Rainey was honored last year with the Lifetime Achievement Award. And a lot of people don't know he had the first million-selling country record. If you look back, his was the first. It was "Why Don't You Haul Off and Love Me," and we were talking about yesterday, a little bit of Arkansas history, folks. We were talking about yesterday in the studio. Wayne was famous for his harmonicas. And there was a station back in those days in Del Rio, Texas. Now, you know all about
Del
this.
Rio, Texas.
I think it was 1 million watts they were, because is that right? The transmitter, it was in Old Mexico.
I'm going to guess 100,000.
Well, whatever. It blew from Del Rio all the way through Canada.
Well, yeah. AM band.
Oh yeah. It was.
Well, they could have cheated on it, I guess. Yeah.
Well, no, they did. They did cheat because it wasn't in America. That's what they did.
Oh yeah, they can just
see. They put the transmitter in Old Mexico, so it could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And so the radio station, and that was the radio station Wolfman Jack started out on, in Del Rio. So they used to sell harmonicas, and Wayne would drive to Del Rio, Texas every week, get on the air, sell his harmonicas, come home, then he'd drive to Cincinnati, sell his harmonicas. They sold 6 million harmonicas. 6 million. Now, and I guess Wayne wore out like 3 cars, you know, in like a 2 or 3 year span.
I would guess.
You know, just bang, bang, bang. That's more driving than I do.
Cincinnati to Del Rio. My goodness.
So what else you been doing since I haven't seen you in forever? I got to catch you up at breakfast. But
now, I got to tell you, you know, talk about good friends. A couple years ago, I don't know what year it was, but my son took my vehicle over to Nashville. And, of course, you get 142,000 miles on a Chrysler A604 transmission. It's going to blow the planetary gears out, you know.
It's going to happen.
So I get this call, Dad, I'm at exit 172 on I-40. What's wrong? He says, well, I think the transmission. Okay. I got him a ride back to Mountain Home, put the van in the shop over in Franklin. This guy right here drives me to Nashville. I stop at my brother's house. We have dinner. And Doug says, okay, I'll see you later. Where are you going? Home.
I don't know. I just gave Dale a ride. I mean,
to Nashville and back.
Well, you know,
I mean, time to watch the news at midnight.
Yeah, I mean, I got home in bed. I don't know. We had dinner. I was home in bed by, I don't know.
You drive to Nashville so often, though.
Yeah, it was no big deal. I'll take you to Nashville. Dale goes, you will? I said, yeah, sure. You know, it's not a problem. You know, and
he turned around and drove back.
But you know, what do you do for friends? That's what you do.
That's what you do.
That's what you do. That's part of, you got the good book laying everywhere. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what the good book says you're supposed to do. That's the way you're supposed to live. And it's bad that people don't live that way anymore. You know, I mean, that should not be a big deal that happened.
You know, and I have pastors come in here and we'll talk, why are people afraid to open a Bible?
Yeah.
Oh, it's religion. No, it's history.
Yeah.
Documented history.
Yeah, I mean,
we have made religion out of that.
Right. I mean, the entire good book, it talks about things. I go to Bible study now. As we get older, I was telling my wife, I said, isn't it funny that in this world, as you get older, I wake up and say, I can't, like usually it's on Wednesday, which I'm here, so I won't go today, but I can't wait to go to Bible study. Those words never came out of my mouth in my 20s. You know, but it's like I enjoy it because we go through and find things that are in there. You know, last week we studied Jeremiah and the relationship of trees with water, and there's so much fascinating stuff.
There's scientific stuff.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
Oh yeah.
Think about this: when God removed a rib from Adam, what's it say? Then He sewed up the flesh.
Yeah.
What's that? Surgery.
Yeah, surgery. Exactly.
That's surgery.
Yeah.
Hello, it's biblical.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, and there is so much written history in there, and you know, I believe it's the divine word of God, and that's my opinion.
Mine too.
And but I also do believe that one must look at it in the context that it was written to. You should look at the men that wrote it, their lives, what they did, and how they lived. And there was a whole lot of, I mean, they didn't drive, but there was a whole lot of helping each other out. And that's what I think this world ought to be today. I mean, like I said, that should not be a big deal that somebody drives somebody somewhere. It shouldn't be.
It was big for me.
Well, the thing is, but I look out there and I see people and I think, you know, just do it. Just drop your guard and do something nice.
If Christ was walking on the earth today and he sat and he got on the computer and he looked at NBC and CBS and Fox and all the new stuff and saw the stuff with the abortions in New York and Virginia and all this stuff going, what I mean,
What world did God create here? I mean,
Do you know, somebody pointed out, you can go to point of birth and abort and kill the child. But if you keep the child and it lives and you spank it for doing something wrong, you can get more in trouble
than you can for killing a child. I mean, this knucklehead in Virginia, this governor, which they all want to get onto him for wearing blackface, I could care less, and that has nothing to do with my views on race. I have black people in my family. This has nothing to do with views on race. This has to do with, I'm more offended that this knucklehead says that he wants to keep a baby comfortable and then let it die. It's born. I mean, that is infanticide. And who in their right mind wants infanticide?
You see this stuff and like, really?
I mean, I don't believe in any type of abortion. However, I do understand that there's an argument that can be made between until the heartbeat. There's an argument. Now, I'm not saying that I'm for it, because I'm not. I'm just saying at that point you could still argue. When the babies come out of the womb, there's no argument. But
that's where we're at in New York and Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, and there are other states that put that bill up. And
these people applaud this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to one of the pastors, and they call it women's health. Let's call it responsibility.
Yeah.
Because you don't conceive a child by getting hit in the head with a snowball.
No.
You know, it takes two.
There's a way it happens.
And so we've got to think about the responsibility here, you know.
And it's not women's health. I mean, we have rationalized away brutality is what we've done. We rationalized away the brutal murder of a human being. I don't know. I know this.
Well, there's a guy, KSDK St. Louis reported a guy that taped a dog's mouth shut.
Yeah.
Taped his leg, threw it out the window. It had a concussion, malnutrition. He's in prison with a $50,000 bond.
Yeah.
Now, I don't treat my dog like that.
No, that was horrid.
That's horrid.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing to babies?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is we are rationalizing away the murder of human beings. Now, there's probably people out there watching today thinking, Doug's crazy. But I'm sorry. That's my opinion. And you know me, I've held firm on that when I ran for office. I mean, I ran with that platform. That was all. I mean, I was absolutely dead set on making sure that abortion is wiped out in our time, because I just don't. I believe that you are created for a reason, and that all God's creations are precious, and that there's a reason you're here, and so that's my opinion. And if you don't share it, have a great day anyway.
So how long ago did you run for office? What was that?
That's been 2014.
Been that long.
And what's crazy is I almost won, and I'm a musician. But what's even crazier is now looking back, I don't want the job. I mean, I look at what's going on today in politics and how these people, literally, this whole thing in Virginia has me. Now these guys are Democrats; they're on another party with me. But I'm looking at what they're doing to them, and I'm thinking, wow. I mean, they are eating these people alive.
What do you think about that Cortez girl out of New York that got Amazon?
Occasional Cortex? Yes, I don't know. She's what a nut bar.
You know, and then the tax relief. What was it? A $3 million tax relief to come into New York, and well, we need to use that money to help this. Well, it's not that we're paying them the $3 million to come in. That's the tax relief that they don't have to pay, so they can get this stuff built and up and running.
She is the absolute classic example. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is the classic example of "I'll show me a thing or two."
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you run let's say you're sitting here in Mountain Home, Arkansas, okay, wherever you guys are, whatever town you're in, okay, and Amazon says, I'm going to bring my headquarters to your town. Do you not trip over yourself to get it to happen?
25,000 jobs at an average $150,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
do you not trip over yourself making that happen? Whatever tax advantage they need.
So here's the deal. You've got 25,000 people paying income tax.
Yeah, that's right. And property tax.
And property tax and Social Security tax.
And SID fees and every kind of fee you can think of. These people are working, and
they were going into Queens.
The restaurants are all making
Queens.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going into Queens, New York, where They barely have McDonald's and
I
Burger
was going to
King.
say, have you been to Queens? Queens has areas that are so run down. And so they're going to go into Queens, and they're going to prop up the economy in that borough. Now, folks, this borough is not Manhattan, okay? Queens is, there are 5 boroughs in New York City. Queens
Bronx,
is the
Yonkers, Queens, Brooklyn.
Yeah, and Staten
Manhattan.
Island. Yeah. And the thing is it's not, I'm not going to say destitute, it's not Detroit, but it certainly needs the help.
It's kind of like how St. Louis and East St. Louis had gotten for a while.
Yeah.
You know, St. Louis has picked themselves back up over the last 30, 40 years.
Yeah, and I mean, East St. Louis is still.
Yeah, East St. Louis. Stay out.
Don't get off the freeway.
Keep going east.
Yeah, but you know, the problem is that this lady, and they don't understand simple mathematics.
It's crazy.
Simple mathematics. I mean, this shouldn't be Democrat, Republican. This should be, lady, you don't get it? I mean, 25,000 jobs in your area. You champion that cause, you welcome them, and you get reelected. But no, she is so ideology driven that she can't see the forest for the trees.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you think, well, so we alleviated $3 million in taxes to come into New York, but over a period of 10 years, I think it's going to generate 25 to 30 million in new revenues, tax stream, due to the taxes that come in off of the 25,000 employees.
Housing prices go up. The realtors make money. The menial income goes up, and every time you have a raise in menial income, and you know, your average income goes up, that you have a tax base that grows exponentially. You know, I mean, it's called
your housing market
economics.
goes up,
I just hit my mic. That was
I do it 3 times.
Did you?
That keeps him awake. He'll sit there and jump.
I'm sure he went.
You see the red lights on the VU meter. Whack! Scooter, wake up! Whack, whack! You know. Anyway, we need to take a break. 7:46. More with Doug right after this. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Gray's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
It's that.
What's it say? 7:49 up there. Yeah, 7:49. Sometimes the color of the clock.
Yeah, you look at the red should tell us, but you know.
Hey, how you like my antiques over here?
I like this.
I got my 1941 Zenith radio.
That's very cool.
I bought that from a guy in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. That's one of the very first FM radios too.
That's crazy. My grandfather, I have his old radio, and it's a Philco, and
Those are good.
It's a stand-up, and it was one of the very first automatic radios. What it was is it had this little thing that you stuck in a groove, and it went around to a station.
You locked it in.
Yeah, and
that was the memory.
Yeah, that was the memory. It had all these grooves.
Yeah.
You know, and you'd turn it over, and I got to tell you, so it's getting close to time for my show. Now, folks, I'm going to put this on with us because I want my folks to be able to tune into Doug and Dale. I'm gonna leave the camera shot for just a second, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna leave.
I'll talk to.
No, actually,
well, go ahead. Stay in.
No, actually, I'm gonna stay in.
Yeah, stay in the camera shot.
Let's do this. Let's go online. Now, folks, it's just go to Doug Driesel, DougDriesel on Facebook.
We got it. In fact, we got it on the screen right there.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's great. Wow, you typed that in. So you just go to my Facebook page, and I'm gonna type in the because I'm gonna let all my friends. MSWD, and then I'm gonna of course flip the camera over, so there we go, and boom, and out, and now we're going live on
Facebook.
On Facebook, and see, we're live on Facebook right now. This is the magic of the world.
So now,
today.
let's see, we're on Down on the Corner.
Down on the Corner.
XL7. We're on Hometown Television, and now we're on.
And now we're on Facebook too. You know,
we're on 3 of our Facebook feeds already.
Yeah.
So we're on 3 Facebook pages live, the live show.
Yeah.
We're on my Facebook page with my friends who are all going to be checking in.
And if you're on Suddenlink Cable Mountain Home, it's 22, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now see, we're gonna go right over here. Look here.
Yeah.
See, there's Dale right there.
There we are.
We're on TV. The magic of TV, folks. That's how high the curtain goes. Right there. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
And so see, folks are starting to check in now, Dale.
And tell everybody we're going to go to breakfast at Old Time right after this.
Yes, we're going to Old Time and have breakfast this morning. I think I'm just going to have eggs and sauce. Oh, they got a great omelet over there.
They've got everything great.
But
I mean,
their
you can
omelets,
get one of each.
Their omelets are killer. I mean, they're killer.
Well, you get the breakfast burrito today, though.
Yeah,
breakfast burritos on special.
Burrito.
Yeah.
Breakfast burrito. Now, what all do they put in that burrito?
Everything but the kitchen sink.
Okay,
that's extra.
But you can order the kitchen.
You
sink.
can order the
You
kitchen.
can order the kitchen sink. I'm sorry, I'm just going around the set here because I want everybody to be able to. Yeah, now, what would a kitchen sink taste like? Is what I want to know.
That's a secret.
Oh, she can make it taste yummy.
Good morning, everybody.
She will make it taste yummy.
So anyway, that's what I do every morning is I turn this on. I got my friends here. I usually am talking to them. They're asking where I am. I'm in doing live television in Mountain Home on XL7.
Yep.
And
in Harrison on K26.
Yeah, and you can go to hometowntv.com, right?
.net.
Hometowntv.net and see it live right now.
Or go to Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman
Down
on
on the
Facebook.
Corner with Dale Hoffman on Facebook.
And
you can see it live. But these folks will stay with me because they do every morning.
They do.
You know.
Good
But that's the magic of the media today is that we can bring ourselves.
Scooter, he's my director engineer. Couldn't do it without him. And so we had the lieutenant governor wanted to talk to us about school choice. The program that Gil Reynolds has put on here, VMix, we've got a code. It's sitting right here. So we sent the code to the lieutenant governor. He takes his phone. First he logs in, types in the code, holds his phone like this, and so we've got it on video. We played it, last Friday we played it, I think?
Yeah.
And so he holds his phone like this. It comes in on a video audio lock over here. Scooter puts it on the air. I can look at these camera, talk directly to the lieutenant governor, and he can hear me, and he talks to me, and we put it online. And all he's doing is holding an iPhone like this down a little.
Yeah, it's amazing. These little phones, you know. Remember in the old days when we watched Star Trek and we would see stuff like this. You know, Gene Roddenberry got a lot of stuff right.
Well, think about Dick Tracy. Tracy called.
Dick Tracy,
look, he's got it right here.
Yeah, and everybody thought nobody's ever going to talk into a phone.
He's wearing it on his wrist.
I mean, talking to a
But I want to point out, and one of the reasons I brought you in here, we've been friends for years. but the power of hometown television.
Oh, it's the biggest. I mean, you start with the basic, like you said. It's not just that you're on broadcast TV. It's that you're on Facebook. You're on
cable,
or as the old people call it, the Facebook.
The Facebook.
Yeah, the Facebook. And you know, that's another thing that makes this medium so powerful is that you can broadcast over many genres.
And the thing is, being locally owned, you can help local people. In
That's
fact,
right.
we got a call. I think Matt came in and says, "Hey, we got a call. Was it Matt or Scooter? Somebody called, and the Calico Rock Museum wanted to come in, so we got them in."
I love that museum.
I've not been down there.
Oh,
I
it's
need to go down. I
great.
passed by it a million times. I'm going down to Heber or Batesville or something. You know,
If you folks haven't seen it, my friends, it's set up like a ship. Okay, it's like an old riverboat.
Really?
Yeah, you go in and the riverboat captain's thing is up here as you go in. I did back when I had the show on Channel 27, we did a tourism thing down there and went in there, and it was fascinating.
Well, they're going to be here Friday.
Yeah.
And then we had some folks out of Searcy brought up the quilt club, and we set up over here, and you should have seen the quilts that came out of Searcy County down in Marshall, Arkansas. My
These
goodness.
ladies.
Rick Watts comes up from Marshall and does the show with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's very cool. Oh, and we're getting congratulated. Thank you all for congratulating me on the
the Arkansas Country
yeah,
Music.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, I mean, I haven't talked that much about it because the older you get, the less you blow your own horn.
When you go back and you want to get out some of your old favorite 45s, you want to put on a stack of, say, 8 of them, what would you listen to?
I would listen to Give Ireland Back to the Irish by Paul McCartney and Wings. I would listen to Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks.
Got it.
Okay, there's 2 of them. I would listen to Climax, Precious is a Word, or no. Word used to describe, what was that song? Not Precious, Cherish.
Oh, The Association.
Yeah, that was it. Okay, and I would listen to, let me see, out of 45s. I had a Roy Rogers 45 that would probably fit in that collection for nostalgia purposes.
Wow.
I would probably, in that stack, I'm going to go, Sammy John, Chevy Van. That would be in there.
Yeah.
Definitely, that would be one of them.
Well, I've got my 1960 Webcore stereo portable phonograph. It's a tube type. It's a 5-tube. It went all through it. Played it last night for a while. First record I put on there is Dwayne Eddy's Rebel Rouser.
Of course.
Then I have Tommy Sands' Steady Date 45.
Yep. Now, didn't Tommy Sands, who did White Silver Sands?
Don Rondo.
Don Rondo, that's right. Don Rondo would be on my collection.
And I play it quite a lot.
Yeah, because
it's on Jubilee
you know why?
Records.
Because it's my dad's favorite song.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the flip?
What is the flip on Don Rondo?
When Stars Fell in Alabama.
That's right. That's right. And which one was more popular?
Oh, boy. I'd say White Silver Sands.
Yeah. But When Stars Fell in Alabama, what did it become?
The state song.
That it also became the slogan on the license plate. So,
that's right. Yep.
So yeah, in Alabama, that song's huge.
There's one called Fair & Young's Moonlight Mountain.
Moonlight Mountain.
1957 on Capitol. Great
Would that be
song.
on your stack?
It's on my stack.
Well, see, yeah, no, I would put White Silver Sands on the stack. I'd have to flip it over to hear Don Rondo's other version, but yeah, it's so funny because you know when you think about the 45s that you would stack up on a deal. I mean, a lot of people would. Oh, I would put Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson would be in there too.
Yep.
That would be on my playlist. That's pretty.
Remember Wayward Wind by Gogi Grant?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And the Wayward Wind.
Yep.
We got 2 minutes. Oh wow, we're running out of time.
This has been
we
fun.
filled a whole hour. There's Scooter over there, y'all. Say hi, Scoot. Hey, there we go.
The power of hometown TV. I wanted Doug to come over because we want to welcome folks at Hardy, Cherokee Village watching on the cable system.
Yeah, actually, all you guys need to do that. You need to go to Down on the Corner on Facebook, and before we start our little show every morning, you can turn on Dale. You get the weather. You can get he talked about the temperature in Hardy, talks about the road conditions.
Right
very cool.
37 degrees.
Very cool show, and I'm glad I was a part of it. I brought a jacket. I was told that you guys
were casual.
Yeah, you guys.
It was so
casual.
funny when the governor came in September. He was open collar with khakis, and the security guy came in. And I said, I didn't recognize you without your suit and coat. And he said, well, the governor said this was Dale's show. We don't need suits.
Yeah. Well, I brought it. I thought, I don't know, maybe Dale's one uptown now that he's on TV. But yeah,
I got a pocket on my shirt. How
you
uptown
do.
is that? Yeah.
And nothing, and you don't have anything in it, which is there you go. There you go. Dale, it's been a pleasure being here with you, man. And my friends are here with you.
It's fun.
I mean,
yeah. Hometown TV, thanks to the Reynolds family, Reynolds Media for all they do. And this is what it's all about. Come in, have some fun, bring some local people in. And we welcome folks, Cherokee Village, Hardy.
I got to put in one more plug since I have a seat.
30 seconds.
Max Bistro, Cherokee Village, Arkansas, 5 Laguna Drive. Eat there, 257-3777, area code 870, of course, 257-3777. It's a free plug. You know why? Because you invited me, and I'm going to get it in there.
There
Max
you go.
Bistro.
Well, we want to go visit him so he can come over here.
That's right. That's right.
We want to help his business. That's what we're here to do, is help that business.
Yep, that's right.
Come see us. Final thoughts, 10 seconds.
Final thoughts? Don Rondo. I've just got it in
it's
in my brain. I don't know. I've got Don Rondo. Now I'll be on it. Yeah.
We got to run. See you tomorrow.